So now we have understood that we need to create a random access file. And why we need to create a random access file, because in random access file we can access the records randomly from anywhere, provided that we know the key and we know the record length. And in random access file, we have to make sure that record size should be fixed. It means whatever you want to write, or whatever is your record length should be whatever is your one record should have fixed length. And in this way you can know that if 3 records you have already stored, then how much storage it will take. So in random access file, you have to make sure that your data should be written on the file in the binary format. For that, if you have created, suppose, out phone book object of output file stream class, then it should be open in the binary mode and output mode, so that both you can specify in the constructor of output file stream, right? So the first argument here is the file that you want to open, and second argument is the combination of both the modes. You are opening the mode in out mode and binary file format, and that should be separated by one XOR, exclusive or bar, right? So the entire second thing is the entire argument is this statement which says that your file should be open in output mode and in the binary mode. So in this way you can create your binary file, and in binary file you can call a write function in the file object out phone book. You can call the write function with 2 arguments. The first argument says that from where in the memory you want to write in the file, from where you want to pick the data from in the memory that you want to write on the file, right? So you need to provide some address of the memory that you want to write on the file, and how much, from starting from that address, how much data you want to write, that is specified in the second argument. See here, size of phone record. This phone record can be anything. For us, we will see in the assignment that this PR is an object of phone record class that we will create. Here it can be anything. It can be one integer variable's address, it can be character variable address, it can be a string variable address, it can be a float variable address, and the address of that variable, right? So now we have understood that write function expects 2 arguments. First argument is the address of the memory from where we want to pick the data to write on the file, and second argument, how much data we want to pick from that starting address, so that can be written on the file, right? So same whatever is there in the memory, in same way that much data will be written on the file. Since in memory we write the binary data, that's why on file we are going to write the binary data, and that will take, like memory, that will take the fixed length in file also. So your file will be as good as memory, right? So you can perform pointer operation there in file using get and put pointers that we will see later, right? So here it has been mentioned that binary version of PR, right, where PR can be int, float, character, or any user defined data type, is written to the file. What is PR? PR can be integer variable, float variable, character variable, or any user defined type. In this case, PR will be our user defined will be a user defined type of it means an object of phone book class that we will see later. The location where to write is specified by a put file position pointer. So whenever you open a file in in output mode, it means from your program you are writing some data in the file, then you will get one put pointer. Based on that put pointer's position, you will be writing the data on the file, right? So that we will see in the assignment also, right? Here one thing we have to see, that whatever address you are passing in this function, that has to be casted in the const character star type. It means this is we are trying to convert this address into a pointer of for a byte. Character is a byte, right? So this is pointer to a byte. So this function has been written in such a way in C++ library that the first argument it expects is a pointer of type byte, pointer of type character, right? So we can pass anything, address of any variable, right? It can be it can be one integer, it can be a float, it can be a character, it can be a user defined data type. So we have to convert that address from its own type to character star type, right? So for that, C++ has a reinterpret cast operator that converts this address from float, integer, or whatever it is to a constant character star type, right? In our case, the PR is an address of a phone book class, and phone book class is a user defined, and phone book class acts like a user defined data type. So we are converting the phone book record, phone book address to a constant character star type pointer, right? And for that we required reinterpret cast operator. So we, in short, we can understand that write function expects one pointer of const character star type. So if you are passing an address of a different type, you have to convert that into a const character star type, and for that you can use reinterpret cast operator. Second argument is size of phone record, right? So size of phone record will be calculated based on the content of phone book. It means if it has an integer, two integers, then size should be 8, right? Provided that integer has a 4 byte. So now rest of the things we will see in the program. So in our program, how we have organized our code, that we will see here.